Welcoming Miss Rhonda. Nice to see you here. How are you doing today, everybody? Welcoming you. Thank you. Muchas gracias. Welcoming Huma. I hope everybody's had a great Sunday today. If you had not had a great Sunday, why? Thank you, Mr. Maybe. Thank you for all the blessings. Interesting energy today, isn't it? Many people online. Drink some water. Welcoming Amy Denise. How do you feel today? Do you remember to enjoy the moment and the little things in life? Were you in your head today? Are you happy today? Do you check in on your mental health today? Tired but thankful for rest and time with loved ones. Self-care is very important, as we know, but many people, you gotta take the effort to self-care your damn self, you know what I mean? You have to put in the work to find the result. But putting in the work's not very convenient, you know? It's like we can go through the motions of daily life and not sure we're actually happy or not. And in the discussion of happiness, many people we don't really want to listen sometimes because there's a lot of games to play, lots of things to do. But is you happy? Oops, see a window. We had an amazing sound bath today. If you were on the stream enjoying. Thank you, Dee Dee. Oh, Spiritual Mama, nice to see you. Much better than early yesterday. Every day is a new day to begin again. Today has been good. We just have to remember the little things that in our life, you know, that we're breathing. Authenticity. Sometimes it's not always easy to. In the beginning, I didn't even know what it meant to be authentic, to just be yourself without worrying so damn much, you know. We're learning so many insecurities from social media nowadays. I don't like how I can hear you breathe when you talk. That's okay, you just have to deal with it. Here. It's okay. Let's be patient with each other. So Lapert says, "Hi Mystic, is it okay to get drunk and high once in a while with friends? Or should I avoid it?" It depends on Are you doing it because you're actually happy? Are you doing it? The thing is, when we're young and dumb, we're gonna do young and dumb things until we learn to gain wisdom. And the people who mature quickly learn what is dumb things to do. Because, when we're young, sometimes we do immature things that mature people don't do, but we're not gonna listen sometimes. Why? Because we're not ready to really make a change. Of course, oftentimes when we do alcohol and substance, many people don't know how to have moderation. We're trying to get effed up, you know what I'm saying? You're trying to get effed up. Why? When your life's interesting, you don't need to get effed up. When your life is inspiring, you don't need to get on substance. I mean, I definitely got effed up in the past. Why? Because my life was like, that's what my friends were doing. But I didn't have I didn't have a mentor or guidance or something like that. Which is what led me to becoming more of a helping people find happiness. You can get lost in partying for a long time, and some people are still partying, but they're not truly happy, and that's the main issue. Many people who are partying a lot and doing substance, their happiness is fleeting, which means it comes and goes pretty quickly. So we begin to chase the highs of the substance, and that's why we're not fulfilled. Because if we keep chasing happiness but not really being fulfilled, we chase forever until we crash, which is kind of sad, you know what I mean? Very sad. But of course, you have the free will to not ask any question. You can get lost and be miserable until you're ready to wake up. And some people are very hard-headed, and oftentimes it leads you towards the exotic dancing clubs and being around hustlers and thug and all these things that may be unhealthy for you, but to some people that's the life, you know. What do you mean by when you're genuinely happy with your life? You're not genuinely, like, not everything is perfect, but you're genuinely happy with it, even though it's imperfect. Wherever you are, whether you're single or not single, because fulfillment is more about something within us, independent, without needing some girl to fulfill us. But when we're happy with who we are, we begin to attract relationships naturally. Right. Yeah. Thank you, La Perch. Yeah, La Perch has been here, so thank you for asking the honest question, because many people won't ask the. Elizabeth says, I think it's worth acknowledging this person. Yeah. So La Perch says, I think I fulfill, but life is hard and a lot of sacrifice, so I do that like once a month. If you respect the medicine, you respect yourself. If you abuse the medicine, you abuse yourself. Many people abuse the Jamaican herb. Why? They don't even know they're abusing themselves. We're just getting lit, right? We're just getting stoned. We're just getting faded. But we don't see, like, what are we trying to get? Like, why are we trying to get stoned and faded? Right? If you have a good reason, if you have a genuinely good reason for it, then of course you know what you're doing. But if your reason, there is healing for everyone, but it's inconvenient because it's like sometimes we have illnesses in our body and it requires us to lose weight. It requires us to exercise, to eat healthy. And sometimes we just don't want to. And so there's many ways to just numb it sometimes. And of course, saying this will trigger some people because sometimes we're not ready to make a change. Sometimes we don't want to go to the damn gym so that our body has better stamina, so that we breathe easier. Sometimes we're not ready to be sober. Now, the reason why many people say everything in moderation, but if you're immature, you don't know what is moderation, which is why we have to address the issue that many people don't know what the hell to moderate. What is less is more, right? So if you're basically paying attention, you're good. But when you're not paying attention and you're not moderating, then you're not going to realize if you're abusing yourself or not, right? Some people use it to ascend to a higher vibration for medicinal purposes during cycle. Again, I'm just here to express what I've done would result in fulfillment. Many people may have their experience on it. I'm just giving you the straightforward thing and I have talked. Everyone in the mystic village partake in no substance. So, sometimes occasionally drinking, which is moderation. Why? Because we're happy with discipline and joy, but we don't expect people to just, like, we understand. Like, this is why, thank you, Michelle. This is why I speak on it, because the amount of people that this community has helped guide them to be sober is amazing. The amount of people who become sober. In the beginning, we don't even think, why the hell should we be sober? You know what I'm saying? Like, we love a good Fort Tony, light it up. But then when we're numb, it makes the mind cloudy and not clear to see through the truth. And this is why when we start talking about the Jamaican herb, many people get, it's not easy conversation to listen to because the amount of people abusing, the mother plant is a huge amount, because many people, we're numbing but we're not healing. We're putting a band-aid on our stressful job. So instead of learning to improve your life in your job, you keep going back to a job that stresses you out and don't look for a solution because you can just go home and smoke a fat one, right? And that's kind of, and that's inconvenient to hear. Very is not Jamaican. But it all applies to it. Because you can meditate to decompress. You can learn to be doing it in a more healthy way. But if you're not ready to hear the truth in the healthy way, we're not here to force it. You have the free will to not listen. This is why I just teach people who are ready. It's about when people see your energy, if they're inspired, they'll listen. If they're not, some people, they just want to, sometimes we just want to hear philosophy or what people think about it, but we're not ready to change. And so the people who are ready to change are few, right? Are few. And because why? Change requires action, right? And if I tell people who smoke the Jamaican herb, I tell them, when your kids are stressed, are you going to give them the Jamaican herb? If your cousin who's an underage is stressed, what, you're going to give them the same treatment? What are you going to tell them? Relax. Go outside and play. Exercise. Meditation. Music. Sound bath. But we do something else. Lavender oil. Right? There's so many things to do to relax us. But when we start messing with things that alter our state of consciousness, again, smoking helps you to see the truth. So you can't see the truth and have fun without it. Why? Why is the inconvenient question to ask? Dang, now I gotta think, like, why can't I just have fun and see the truth sober? You know what I mean? And if I miss your question, then just ask again. Malet Barusa. Smoking sometimes is a way to not see reality. For me, it's okay. In moderation, even good. Is moderation even good? This is why there are many stages to happiness. Why don't I need it? Because you can be happy without it. Could you be happy without it? Genuinely? Is a better question. Because it doesn't make sense to me. Why should I alter my state of consciousness? Because the thing is, when you go on that journey, it's like a... Right? And this is why I'm not here to speak for everybody. The immature will always not listen to the mature. And it's not that we're better, you know. It's just we used to smoke also. Right? It's like when we cloud ourselves with the smoke, we cloud our perception and our chakras. Because we don't want to see something. Like, why do we need it to relax? Why can't we relax without it? That's the inconvenient question that we're not answering right now. Why can't we just casually relax without the substance? This is why many people get into addiction. We don't see it, and then as our life becomes challenging, we increase the potency and the dosage. Right? It's not a problem until it becomes one. And so, you know, let's see here. I can quit whenever I want, the classic line. that means you haven't quit yet. Right? The classic, 20 years later. Right? That's the most classic line you heard from somebody who's a long term. It's natural from the earth. Is, I just came to relax with y'all. I just came to chill. And this is why, welcoming Brother Jared, that I miss. Right? When the truth is painful, sometimes we get irritated and think people are coming from an arrogant or egoic view. I've been 700. I know it's bad, he says. Just wondering if I should stop on and live with the downsides. What do you mean the downsides? That's your issue. There's a downside that you're not facing. Right? If when you become sober, you start to see the downsides. Like, why do you have a downside? Right? Why do you have a downside? Because there's some pain that you're carrying or something that you're not facing. And when we keep numbing and running, we're not healing. And the amount of people doing that, find them at the bar right now tonight. Running away from their pain instead of facing the pain to heal. And again, when we're young and immature, sometimes we don't even ask these questions. And so, which is why most of the people here, most of the people that watch me are more older people, because why? Older people like the truth and younger people still like some BS. Because that's what young people do until they gain wisdom, But not all. There's some young people that see through it. You know what I mean? There's many people who see through it. I definitely did not see through it until I saw through it. Whenever that was. Hannah says I'm an also. Wait, is that Hannah from Insight Timer? No, that's not. That's probably not you. It's okay. The thing is, you're telling us your generational baggage. Your grandma smoked, your mama smokes, and you smoke. Right? So if everyone does it, doesn't make it. I guess it makes it right. If your grandma partakes in abusing, your mama abuses, and you abuse, but we don't want to. I don't think you're ready to have this conversation. Right? Yeah. The thing is, if you're happy, if you're happy with your life, live your life, boo. You know what I'm saying? We're just talking to people who realizes that it's toxic for our consciousness, and we're not saying we're better. It's just that we've experienced abuse and realize it's unhealthy, and then there's solutions to being happy without the herb. And so, if you're happy with the herb, hey, live your life. We're not trying to convert you to be sober, right? But there's a reason why we're talking about this. Right? I'm not here looking for a fight. I'm not here looking to convert you to be sober. Live your damn life. Right? And so that's why I just talk to the people who are on the same, I talk to the people who are on the same channel, because if you're on, in the old times, I would love, to me, going out and partying, taking shots. There's a time when I enjoyed that, sipping on Henny, sipping on that Crown Royal. But as I begin to realize, it's not really improving my life. It keeps my life the same. I realized if I kept numbing my mind after a stressful day of work, it would keep me at that job, because instead of using my willpower to move away from working in the server industry, instead of working in the service industry, how can I like find a life that's beyond serving food, right? That's what or doing a job that I don't enjoy, but it's enough to buy some Jamaican herb, and your friend sells it to you, right? The closest people to you are the ones that sells it to you, your coworkers. Sometimes it may be your cousin. So don't, many people may feel bad that are, the truth about what it's really doing, what the Jamaican herb is doing to us when we abuse it. But not everyone's ready to hear it, and many people will disagree. And we have the right to disagree, respectfully. But immature people don't know how to disagree respectfully, right? Because why? That's what immature people do. We don't know how to disagree respectfully. Our emotions are up and down. Sometimes we are pouty and reactive because why? When we're not ready to hear the truth and it's in our face, it can be quite offensive for somebody to tell you love your damn self. How dare you? You don't know my life. Right? How dare you? But yet they still, but some people, that's where we're at. Right? He's trying to convert us. It hurts. Well, the thing is, they don't even know what the ego is. Like, there's a time in my life I didn't know the ego. You don't know me. You're not me. You don't know my life. The immature mentality. Right? You don't know my life. You don't live my life, right? Good night. Let's see here. Do you believe healing inside and out cleanses your soul? Your soul is pure. There's nothing to cleanse. It's your ego, your attachment. That's why it's so beautiful when you learn to connect with your Christ consciousness, Buddha nature. Are you also inviting the absolute sober? Many people come to the meditation not sober. We're not here to test people. Like we're saying, I advocate sobriety, but if people show up not sober, I'm not gonna be like, this dude is too high to meditate with us. Can you please leave? No. We're here to love people and respect people. Because there's a time in my life that I was showing up everywhere high. You know what I mean? Ooh, you're too high for Mystic Village sound bath. Please leave. Like, no, we're here to. I would rather have them be in a sound bath than go walking around somewhere you don't know what's up. It's better that they just chill and like, ooh, this is dope. But if they start, disrespecting is a different story. Right? When they start touching the instruments and disrespecting the instruments, that's a different story. Boundaries. Do you believe that therapy actually works? It depends on if you can find a great therapist that you trust. Because with trust, I think trust is the real healing part. But to find people you trust and has wisdom and also isn't trying to capitalize on you, that's a lot of variables. It's like we want to trust our therapist, but maybe we can't afford it. Or we can afford it, but we can't find one that we trust. Right? Or we can find one that we trust, but we don't have time. So there's all these things that make us not, all these damn excuses that we make to stay the same. No. There's so many great excuses to keep us the same. I'm too tired. Right? I don't have time. Thank you, Hannah. What are your thoughts on ego? How to get rid of having a big ego? Okay, if you want to humble yourself, I think the easiest way is to listen more than you speak. The ego doesn't like listening. The ego always wants to be right, but is not happy. Being right doesn't lead us to true happiness. Being honest does. And when you're wrong, be honest. I was wrong. But for the ego to admit it's wrong, the ego will think, no, don't admit you're wrong. That makes you weak. Right? With ADHD, how did you find a way to listen better? Suffering a lot? Near-death experiences that led me to deep. I think I asked deep questions. I grew up ADHD. I'm peaceful now, but look how still I'm sitting by this, like, on purpose. If I didn't discipline my body and mind, who knows what would happen? I'll start cracking jokes or getting into it, right? But with discipline, your mind, you get to observe your mind. And you get to pick and choose, like, okay, if I'm reading too many questions, my mind will be stressful. So I just deal with the couple questions that I have, and I will continue to the next question because I'm aware that, right? So I pay attention to everything. I'm like, how does my body feel? How does my energy feel? So it takes a lot of time to learn to operate in a harmonious way because we make things complicated, but it's really not that complicated if you learn to just observe and pay attention. Right? So working out really helped me to be more peaceful. Having some sort of discipline, whether it's shooting a basketball, to playing the flute, to playing the singing bowls, having hobbies that you genuinely love and master. Right? So one of the things that I did a lot was meditation, because I found myself being more happy because of meditation. I was looking for happiness, and happiness always comes and goes. But with meditative discipline, I was more happy on a daily basis, and I didn't know why, but I knew it worked. I watched a YouTube video about why meditation works. It allows your mind to be more abstract and creative. And when you are overusing your mind, it becomes really rigid. And so there's many, right? Some people play the pool, like legalize. Some people drum. Some people are into cars. Find the thing that excites you. Helping people excites me. This is why my mind's focused, because I love this stuff. But if I'm doing something I don't love, my ADHD would be like, I wonder what the cloud tastes like. What if you can put like a coffee dust in the cloud? Would a cloud hold that coffee flavor? Ooh, a bird. I wonder where that bird's been. How far did a bird fly to be here? I see a police officer. I wonder if he's a nice guy. Or maybe he's one of the corrupt ones. Dude, that'd be like CSI. Wait, what am I doing? Oh, I'm studying right now. When you don't love something, it's gonna be hard. Your mind's gonna not like focus. But when you're doing something you absolutely love, it makes you pay attention. Like when I'm live streaming, it's complex, it's difficult, but I love being here, right? And for you, maybe your thing is tennis, and sometimes you don't even need to do tennis to make money. Do tennis because it's good for your happiness. Make art, but of course, you need to find a way to make money too. But follow your dreams. Never give up on your dreams. Sometimes I had to become a wedding videographer. I had to become a massage therapist. I had to become a server at the Cheesecake Factory for 3.5 years. I had to work at Thai restaurants. I had to sell hot dogs at IKEA. I had to sell ice cream at Cold Stone. I had to do free sound bath for 4 or 5 years. I had to do free videography for dancers. There are so many things that I had to go through to be able to bring you this high quality camera. I had to live stream on Twitch for 4 years. All right, so the amount of things that you do, it adds to your dream. So everything that you see, it comes from experience. And let's see if it comes on or not. Give me a second. But never give up on your dreams, brothers, sisters. I never give up on my dream, and if you never give up on your dream, you may actually live your dream life. Imagine this is the first time in my life that I'm learning to be a full-time content creator. I used to want to be a YouTuber and all that, and I still do, but right now something's working. Service, helping people. Many people are doing healing work for money, right? I just help people, and people invest in you, because when you serve people from the purity of your heart, they feel your love, and they will be with you for years and years and years, because you're not just a card reader. Thank you for the blessings, Lindsay. Right? So it's about community than just about reading cards and making money. But if you're about making money from people, that becomes your brand. But when you're about helping people, that thing becomes a loving community, which is a lifetime of devotion. Right? And so people begin to unite for the same cause, which is, in this stream, is called loving your damn self, which is a beautiful thing. Because at the end of the day, I have something to share. Somebody at the meditation today, you may have heard, almost lost their life. When you're at the final stage of your life and all you have been doing is chasing money, you were no, like you, and if you lost the chance to be here, like if you almost got the chance to leave the planet, but you still have some blessings left, you didn't pass away, your mentality changes. Because why? If you have the chance to live your life over again after losing it, and all you did was chase the money, each moment becomes more powerful because you almost left the planet and all you did was chase money. And what you remember for, he chased that money. That's your legacy. You were a good employee. On your tombstone, good employee, money maker. But when you help people, when you serve people, your merit protects you. The good things you do, it ripples endlessly. This is why many people respect Buddha, Jesus, and Bob Marley. Bob Marley is not a perfect human being. He had like 10 wives and many children. But we don't remember him for the bad things that we do. We remember people for their positive impact on the world most of the time. One love, the message, right? Right. When we think about Bob Marley, like, yeah, he slept with a lot of women. Like, yeah, but also he made the world a better place with the loving music. And we remember that, right? At the end of your life, what is your legacy? You are a good employee who went in a retirement home. Right, but when you live your life to the fullest with passion, what is your legacy? The legacy matters because it helps you have a purpose and a calling in life. And some people need a calling because some people are just have no purpose, no direction, which makes us go on OnlyCans and look at people and throw money at the exotic club. Why? We ain't got no purpose other than to chase money. Once we have the money, we just go throw it at people because we think we don't have any idea. But you have the free will to do whatever you want in life. But we're inspired by great people. Right? We're inspired by great people. That's why we remember the Master Thich Nhat Hanh. We remember amazing people. How do you find your calling? Find yourself. How do you find yourself? Look within. Look within and ask, why am I here? Who were you before your mother birthed you? And when you pass away, where do you really go? Start asking some deep life questions. What is life? What is my purpose for being on this planet? Am I happy with my life? Am I genuinely happy with the life that I have? Right? What does really chakra mean? The chakra is the energetic centers of your body, and if they're imbalanced, your energy won't flow and you feel heavy and stuck. Like when somebody betrays you, it makes your heart hurt, or makes your ego, you still hold resentment. When you're disappointed from love, when they cheated on you, and we don't forgive. Hello, Skip to Grace. Many people won't spend the time to ask deep questions, so their life doesn't become deep. I would love to watch you and Yam collab. Yes, I follow Brother Yam. He follows the gurus. I follow more of the Bodhisattva path. But at the end of the day, it is the same. It's the same. So the people asking for Liam's birthday have been coming in this stream every day and asking for a birthday. So today I'm gonna give it a break. Bodhisattva. It's about imagine I would be. It's easier to be happy in the beginning when you find happiness is within. You sit in bliss and joy, and you realize, wow, happiness is enough here. And you hear people fighting on TikTok. You hear your neighbors fighting. You hear your mom and dad fighting. And you decide, if I help these people, they're gonna be really close-minded to learning, and my vibes will go down. But what's the point of being here if I'm just gonna sit in the cave of happiness while the world around me suffers? Many people act like it's easy to, imagine when I find happiness within, I just move outside of the city and live a humble life. F the city people, they don't know better. They just watch their damn TikToks. Right? And many people do. But why am I on TikTok talking to my brothers and sisters? Because it's really difficult to help close-minded people who think they're happy but they're actually miserable, but do it with a smile. And all we want sometimes is a girlfriend or a boyfriend, and we don't even realize what we're looking for is love, and that love is beyond romance. But we don't know that because we've been force-fed by Hollywood for so long to chase the booty. Because it's in the music. Chase the booty. Courting to get the booty. Go to the club. Shake that booty. Go to the club. Maybe you can get some booty. They're like, wait, what is this kind of guru? The booty. And so, purpose asking deep questions is inconvenient, especially if you're sober. You're like, many people call it asking deep questions about your life. You know what we call it? A midlife crisis. Ooh, you're questioning your life, right? It's like, you're actually asking deep questions about your existence, and which is an amazing experience. But we call it a midlife crisis. Because when we have a midlife crisis, we start to like, what is happiness? Why? Why do I hold resentment for my ex-wife or ex-husband still? Maybe the problem is not my ex-wife or ex-husband. Maybe the whole time I was the problem and didn't recognize it. And my children had to see that too. Dang, I'm not a good father. Dang, I'm not a good mother. I think I even picked the wrong job. But at least I have a good dog. Okay, I'm happy with you. Where you go, somebody say booty. Isn't that when we are happy? When we are happy, our partner is happy, and when we are sad? No. When you don't know who you are, you let the external control you. People who are driven by romantic relationship, like the guy who don't give a crap and is easily happy, but if his girlfriend gets pissed off, who cut you off today? Deep down he don't give a crap. Like, what he do to you? Right? And so what happens is when a guy gets angry, the girl also gets angry. Yeah, stop cutting him off. Yeah, that's called codependency. That's what we have been taught romance is about because we're watching too much Twilight. The classic Romeo and Juliet. The cat and the mouse chase. Right, the cat and the mouse. The horse. Right. This is why we teach people love your damn self. It's called interdependency. Tom and Jerry, Ren and Stimpy, Beavis and Butthead. Okay, cat and dog. Yin and yang, up and down. I know. The Beavis and Butthead thing, that was. Burgers and fries. Costco and pizza. Okay. Lilo and Stitch. Salt and pepper. Okay. Macaroni and tomato sauce, cheese, guacamole, and chips, chip and dip, cookies and cream. In and out. Skippity toilet. In ask some deep life question. Where did you come from before your mother named you or your father named you? Where do people go when we pass away? Ponder, contemplate with your own consciousness. Think for yourself. Where does love come from? Does it come from the girl I have a crush on, or the guy, he's cute over there, he works at In-N-Out, his name is Love Your Damn Self, right? Then every day that you keep your mind open and expanded and keep seeking, you feel more connected the more you keep seeking. Who am I? Who am I? If my parents did not give me my name, who or what am I? When I go to sleep, what happens to my consciousness? Human beings only live around 80, 90, 100 years. I'm gonna live. Who knows how long will I live for? But with this time, how will I spend this limited time on the planet? I know that one day it's gonna go soon. The Master teaches us life has 4 seasons. The beginning, the spring, right? Spring season, summer, fall, and winter. The old people, that's the winter. The spring, you are a baby. As you get to become like an adult, your summer to your mid-age. Then you get to your 3rd quarter. And then you get to your final winter season. The leaves all fall. The energy is dim. Your hair gray. Everything sagging to the ground because gravity has pushed all of that down. Some of y'all don't take care of your body earlier. 4th quarter, you might not even make it. Too much junk food. Overworking your system, sleeping late all the time. 4th quarter, you might be a mess if you don't learn to take care of yourself in the 2nd quarter and the 3rd quarter. You know what I'm saying? But many people might not have the wisdom to think that deep because why? They don't have mentors to get them to expand like, I never think about it on a whole life level like that. Learning the hard way instead of learning from other people's suffering. It's why I'm here. Many people are not paying attention to their damn life. And then we're making the same mistakes as our own mother and father. When our mother or father chooses an abusive relationship, we too choose a cute girl, a hot girl or a hot guy, only to be in an abusive relationship that we settle for. Ew. Just because you want the cute hot guy sometimes. Right? Of course, that's just making a general connection that oftentimes we copy what our parents do. If our parents smoke the Jamaican herb, we will too. If our parents eat turkey every Thanksgiving, we gonna eat turkey every Thanksgiving. If our daddy plays baseball, we gonna play baseball. Not always, but many things are like that. But here's the other catch. When your mother or father uses manipulative words to get what they want, you too will be a manipulator without realizing it. If your father and mother doesn't love themselves, you too will not realize you don't love yourself. What if someone has a bad mental case, health issue, and has a kid? Is that bad to ask for money? Wait, what? What do you mean? Ask for money. From who? I'm just being deeply honest with you in a relaxing way. Is these things we oftentimes don't think about because we're busy getting high. We're busy playing video games that we don't ask ourselves, am I happy working at the damn cheesecake factory for another year and I've been here for 4 years? Is there more to life than me? Is this my dream? Is my dream to keep working here? It makes money, but am I really happy? You can look at yourself in the mirror and you can read your own energy. That you ain't actually happy, or you are actually happy. He says not to. Who says not to ask for more? From where? Make your life work. Asking for money, if the government offers money for your mental case, whatever. Yeah, it's not bad that you're asking for money, but imagine that you could heal so much that because oftentimes the medical response to mental health isn't healing. It leads to more numbing. That's so sad to say. It's like paying for therapy that doesn't help you, but the system makes money because big pharma or whatever, But if it's helping you, great, you know what I mean? Get that money, but the money doesn't always lead to happiness, right? And even just because we're getting treatment for something doesn't mean we're healing what's in our heart. And oftentimes the reason why we're sick, because it's something in here that makes us hold on right? But of course, speaking on this kind of topic is not going to be easy for people to hear because I'm just some bald dude on here who doesn't know deeply about your life. But I've seen how many people heal by learning to let go of this thing, the sadness they hurt me. This is why many people may get mad at whatever, but we're not giving medical advice. You don't have to be here. But through helping many people and following a master and teacher who has helped many people heal, the reason why most people don't heal is because they block the healing with doubt, fear, worry, and resentment for their own mother or father who abused them when they were young, and they can't find a reason to let go of the dark seed that they planted years ago. Which is very sad. It could be your uncle or grandpa. Sometimes we get abused, and I get to see it for myself. I've helped somebody made a GoFundMe for her lymph node in her throat. She survived once, but not the second time. And I asked her, to heal, sometimes we have to let go and forgive the impossible. And I asked her, have you forgiven and let go of resentment of your deepest pain? And you know what she told me? No, I can't. And that's how I knew she was not going to make it already. Because her throat chakra was closed because she wasn't being honest to herself. Building the lymph nodes. I can't forgive, so you're holding on to the pain that destroys you. And so it chokes you up, makes you want to cry, and bring you dis-ease. And that's so and then because why? The universe wanted to show me, right? I help her make her Patreon her GoFundMe video for to help her pay bills because she was in chemo or whatever, and it healed one time. It came back again, so I had to make another video and another video and another video. And and what that taught me, even though she was healing the physical, it kept coming back because her energy of resentment, she could not forgive her own father. And I realized if she could just find a reason to forgive with all her heart and soul, the chakra would open. But it's not easy to forgive because you need every drop of love in your heart to forgive the people who traumatize you because they don't know better. And I get why many people will go to Jesus. I get why many people will go to plant medicines and just numb out. And I get many people will find their way to the Buddha, and some people don't. Some people end in pain. And I'm here so that I can do some prevention so that you can live a fulfilling, happy life and heal yourself. Because the impossible can heal because the universal presence, this thing called love, is wanting to flow through us. But love cannot flow if you have hate in your heart, brothers and sisters. If you still hate your father or mother for their ignorance because of the absence of love in their life. But the moment you find any faith to forgive your abuser, the energy starts flowing and your aura. But here's the issue. Big Pharma knows this already. They don't like energy healers. Energy healers on a planet have to stay under the radar, who are successful. When an energy healer is successful and does it for free, and there's lines of thousands of people trying to see them, that's a threat. Because if that energy healer start teaching another disciple or another student and they go and heal for free, what do you think is going to happen? People's faith in in spirituality and religion would rise, and people's faith in what, right? You have 3 months to live. Imagine those words don't exist with the energy healers, but there's a lot of fakes, because why? There's a lot of money to be made when you identify as a master healer but don't actually do good work. And so this is why it's really difficult to find the real ones, because the real ones don't charge money. But when they find the real one, they might not charge money, but the people around the energy healers start making that a tourism attraction. And then when the government doesn't like the energy healers, what happens? They corrupt the image of that energy healer. And so, if you're wondering why there's no energy healers who are making a huge impact, it's because they're under the radar somewhere and they don't want to be. An energy healer is somebody who can heal you, but they don't heal. They let the universal energy, God's energy, ethereal energy, but they have to operate in a vacuum, which means that the way they live their life, that's all they do. They don't leave that bubble, because they're living a whole life of ritual. Because why? If they get out of that cycle, it would disconnect them from helping people. Right? And so this is why healers, the moment you stop practicing, what happens? Right? If Michael Jordan at his prime stopped playing all the time, his skill would go down. So this is why when you find, so for those of you who are interested in becoming any type of healer, sound healer, Reiki, or is that why meditation should be done daily? Shh. Don't tell them all the secrets, man. No, you meditate for your happiness. The rest, the universe shows you. And so when you're constantly in a unconditional love cycle, you just keep helping people, you open a vortex. Am I supposed to tell them this stuff? I don't know if they're ready. This is kind of secret knowledge. Let me consult. Let me consult with my boss real quick. The issue is that many people will just do it for the power. I want to open my third eye. I want to chase supernatural power is the issue. And the moment you want power, your ego already got in. But sometimes you have to start that way. Because sometimes we start with chasing power only to realize happiness is not the destination. Happiness is the journey. It humbles you. It humbles you. You want power, but there's no power to chase. You're really looking for God in the sky. But that presence is already here. But we don't see it with our human eye. But we don't stay silent enough for it to just flow. And when we feel that flow, we don't stay in that discipline. And when we lose discipline, we disconnect the energy. And so if you stay in a vacuum of service, which means right, this is the little dojo I'm in. Every Sunday we're doing sound bath. Mondays temple. Tuesday online. Wednesday online. Thursday online. Friday online. Saturday online. Right? Sunday park. Monday temple. You just keep serving with all your heart, and for some magical reason, when you begin to create that vortex, you build momentum, and more energy comes without you wanting it to come. You're not supposed to know. The goal is to surrender to your calling. It's a very challenging for most people to dedicate time to meditate regularly, absolutely. This is why I'm able to stream for 10 hours a day or plus. Islam says surrender to God. Many religions say that. Christians say that. But when we talk about the word God, in Buddhism term, God, they don't use the word God, they use the word the Buddha nature, the emptiness that is fulfilling. How can emptiness be so fulfilling? The mind asks, the limited mind will ask how the infinite works. The limited mind, this puny ego, wants to learn about the infinite presence. How can a limited mentality conceptualize infinite potential? Don't. Let it go. Let go of what? Says the ego. I don't know what to let go. What do you mean I don't know what to let go? If you know, you know. Imagine that in this case it would be beyond logical. Ooh. Okay. Imagine that to connect to this infinite presence, stop trying and just start being. Be what? Be God? No, don't be God. You don't know. How can your puny ego know what God is? Just be. Can you just be? Just be. Just be. Just be. Is that really the secret? It's a secret because the mind doesn't get it. Forget what? Oh, you ask so many questions. Can't just be, huh? It can't just be that simple. It's gotta be more difficult. Like, you gotta meditate in full lotus. Right now, you gotta hold some mudras. Okay, maybe one hand here. How much longer do I need to do this? I've been doing this for 1 hour. Will I reach enlightenment soon if I just keep meditating longer? Okay, let's go to enlightenment. Nothing's really happening. Wait, let me make visions of archangels. I feel connected now. Oh, I see a mandala and I see Sri Yantra. Sometimes we make up some BS because we're trying to see some BS because we're not actually here now. Link in the bio. It's because, we want to open a third eye so bad. We want like supernatural so bad. Like we want magical power so bad. And the moment you stop wanting it and realizing you are the magic, just humble your damn ego. There's nowhere to go. You are complete. That's what's so exciting. We're all like sexy and dopeness within already, but the mind like, no, I need to do the Hadouken and right, we gotta do the Harry Potter. Love your damn self. Right, we wanna supernatural power. Because we want to do cool stuff to make our ego go, I told you magical powers are real. But we're not we want it here. But if you don't find the magic in here, if you don't realize the magic in here, the rest won't happen for you, boo. Because if you find the magic here, you're gonna start charging people $111 for a full reading. When you find the magic here, how can they make money from doing singing bowls? How can I use this to make money? And I get it, it's very difficult. You want to do sound healing as your job. But are you actually doing sound healing, or are you just making noise? Some people, they just use the identity of healing to just do this. Because that's the best that we know, because we lack mentors sometimes. And it's good money. It's good money, it's good money, it's good. It's really good money, and this is why on TikTok it's everywhere. Which makes me feel called to be honest with you and share with you the knowledge that many people may gatekeep. Because many people are ready for the truth, and oftentimes the amount of money we pay makes us think we're getting quality healing, even though it doesn't. In a moment, it's like, I just paid $555 for this retreat. Of course it's great. Because the ego is like, I'm not trying to get ripped off. I just paid $2,000 to go to Bali for 3 days. Right? The mind is not going to say, I got what I paid for. Of course, there are some people doing, and again, I always think, man, well, if Buddha and Jesus saw this, it's like, would Jesus ask you for $2,000 to go to Bali to do healing, or would they just help you right there and then? Would the Buddha need food in his bowl before he gave you the Dharma and do healing? I always think about, man, what would Jesus do? Because right, they would just help them right on the spot if they had a good heart. Many people will worship people instead of be a good person. Many healers, they follow the clout. We follow our marketing that leads us to go to come to my event at the yoga studio. Come to my event here, it makes money. Come to my event, come to my event, come to my event and buy the tickets. Sold out, everybody. It's good marketing. But the thing is, at first, I'm open. Okay, let's see what their event. You go to their event and you realize they do the same thing over and over and make noise and charge people a lot of money. It's more of a theater show than sound healing. Now I'm being very critical because when you see what unconditional love does, right? When you have a teacher who doesn't charge money, who heals for free, and when you have friends who do it because of their ego, or friends, and a lot of it's more about people looking good. What do you call it? Right? It's about making your face, the sound healer. I am the sound healer in the city. You got really good marketing. It looks very spiritual and minimal, very zen and professional. Yeah, their image. It's all about marketing. It's about making money from you. Imagine if Jesus started promoting, or Buddha or Jesus started promoting on a flyer. That's so sad. Buy one, get one free healing. and welcome to the modern day spirituality. Spiritual business. Oh wait, it's just called business. This is just called business, people. So sad. And I followed it for a while too. I paid $20 to go to some meditative event. And I realized this is a lot of nothing but ego here. Like, I don't even feel connection with the people who came here today. Like, I don't even know what I came here. Like, and I would go to more stuff, and I was like, dude, where's the humble people? Like, I was seeking my community, and when I couldn't find it, the universe, like, if you can't find it, then make it. And I'm like, really? So the thing that I'm saying on stream, it's really controversial to the mainstream spiritual consciousness. Because the mainstream new age spiritual BS thing, it's all business. This is why when we talk about the gurus and teachers, nowadays gurus in India have found a way to charge the Westerners $30,000 to go to a pilgrimage. I'm like, what's his name? Nityananda. Oh, he's sleeping. Wait, what? I didn't say it. Okay, I didn't. Nothing happened. Oh, money. Oh, something in my eye. Oh, just a little BS. Oh. Yes, cheese. I like cheeseburger. Oh, only on the 32nd. No, when you've been walking on the spiritual path for a long time, you have a lot of friends who tell you stuff about yoga teachers who sleep with their students. What kind of crap is that? And multiple yoga teachers sleep with their... Oh, God. This is why I'm like, okay, I'm leaving you. I'm getting away from y'all. And the thing is, when the people speak up, it's crazy because some yoga teachers are like very... And of course, it can happen anywhere, right? Some yoga teachers are so like revered that people couldn't, their image will be tarnished, but they're doing the wrong thing with girls who are 30 years younger. Ew. And when I hear, I'm like, girl, because the girl came to tell me, why don't you tell, like, why are we not out here talking about it? Like, so sad. Maybe don't, like, and I'm only expressing to you the things people have told me, like, what's going on, and that a lot of people need initiation to be with a guru, where the guru open your third eye. Just 20,000. The starting price is like 8,000. But if they come to your city, it's just 2,000. Wait, they come from India to your city and charge you 2,000 or 3,000. And I'm like, you don't smell BS? And so I just kind of like, okay, what? So this is why I was very reluctant to find any masters, because every time I heard about a master or teacher, there was some shady BS going on until I met my current master, who gave me a Cadillac CTS for free. And I was like, this is different. This is a different kind of, like, why is he out here Then I realized, oh, when you're the real deal, the universe gives you every damn thing. Because whatever, if the universe gave you the whole world, you would give the whole world back. And this is why I'm so, like, I'm always emotional, because I'm like emotional about how I'm so blessed to have amazing teachers. Right? I'm so blessed that I could stay pure, because I could just be like, right? I could be like, how can I make money do sound healing? Right? In the beginning, I thought that, okay, I know I can do some sound healing. Maybe I should go to some yoga studio and do some sound healing, because that's what everyone's doing. But once I got trained by the master, everything changed. Don't chase the money, he says. Do what you love, and the money will follow you, and God and Buddha bless you. And you're like, and he says it over, and guess what? It's actually happening. I'm like, you mean just help people? Like, I'm on TikTok full time, okay? It's my job now. And I don't charge money, but you know what? When you help people genuinely, people bless you from their heart without you having to ask him for a client. Ew, clients. My client. If I called y'all my client, like, just know that's not me, okay? That's so... calling you my client. Ugh. Like, that's not even sexy to me. Like, when brothers and sisters healing, that's more real. But when I see clients, I see that dude on like the TikTok, right? Right, man. My client called me today. That's why I call everybody my brother, sister, my people. But the Western style of things, we turn everything into a damn business because... And now what? We become deeply materialistic, and it's destroying our future because our values are getting lost in the money and the iPads and the new Michael Kors and the new VR. Nowadays it's about technology, right? The new scooter, the new moped, the new glasses, right? It's replacing principles. At the end of the day, it's the absence of unconditional love. That's it. When you even go to church nowadays, many people don't even feel fed. And that's why many people aren't even showing up to church. Don't even get to the show. The adults ain't coming to church, let alone the kids. A lot of the children don't even think about church. Now there's one that do, right? But the issue is the ones not showing up, right? Because what we're looking for unconditional love, and we're getting routine spirituality where we go, I agree, amen, but our life's still unhappy. But we're agreeing, we respect. Whoa. Right. But when people start to feel unconditional love for the first time, this is what I love about my life. When they feel the sound healing and they feel unconditional love in the vibration of the music, their depression starts to melt away and their heart starts to shine. And I get to see this freaking every day. I get to see this stuff every day, brothers and sisters. And right, it's so beautiful to see people online. In person, the amount of healing happening is crazy, but to bring that energy to online, and it's because we have committed people here, we have loving people here who are from all walks, people who are Buddhists, people who are Christian, Catholic, Muslims, coming to the stream and just vibing respectfully, because we all agree unconditional love is dope, right? Taoist, spiritual, agnostic. And because when we feel good together, when we feel genuine happiness together, what more can you ask for? Anyways, I gotta go. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you later. Hasta la vista, baby. Hasta la vista, baby.